We live in a world that is divided by many things, from politics, racial and cultural beliefs, hemispheres, and social media. With over 4 billion active users across all social media platforms, there are a select few, well, more than a select few, who have worked for the honorable title of entertainer. Or is it really such an honor? If I asked you, the viewer, watching this right now, what kind of problems collectively do content creators face, your answer would probably be either none or having too much money.
Yeah, I guess I'm poor. I only made $400K.
And you would think that having too much money wouldn't be an issue. Well, a lot of people seem to differ. Jokes aside, if you answered none, why do you think content creators have no problems? Is it because they have what seems to be the easiest, most stressless career? If you answered yes, that's the fallacy. You see, at the end of the day, content creators are still humans with problems. And to say that they shouldn't have any problems because of their success in a career that seems easy is illogical. So, I wanted to know more about what kind of problems content creators face, and what's the best way to do that? I decided to reach out to one. Hi, I go by Dish online, and I make live and video content in the gaming space. My main game is Genshin Impact, an open world RPG. Then beyond that, I dabble in indie, story, and party games. One of the biggest misconceptions about content creators in the gaming space is that we spend most of our day playing video games. Speaking from personal experience, most of my time spent when I'm not live streaming is admin work, working with sponsors, meetings, emails, editing, and planning for future content. Being a content creator has many of the same responsibilities as starting a business, and most of us only hope to get to the point of hiring managers, editors, and assistants. I now have a full infrastructure working with me, and even between the 5 of us, there is still a lot on my plate. Self-evaluation is definitely one of the problems content creators face. During the process of creating any type of media, creators must be their biggest supporter and sternest critic. We have to have confidence in the content we make. If we don't believe what we are doing, no one else will. But we must also be able to look critically at what we make, evaluate its weaknesses, and how we can improve. This becomes stronger when we have other creators to compare ourselves to. Another common problem for content creators to face is mental toughness and discipline. This also applies to the previous problem, self-evaluation, but it comes into play when reading hate comments or reading rumors about yourself, looking at analytics, regulating a work schedule, etc. It took me 2 years to get to the point where I can look at a hate comment and recognize that this person does not know me at all and therefore cannot access my character with any accuracy. Therefore, this comment has no grounds in reality. There are very few voices that are worth listening to. Envy is a human heart problem, so that will always be in play when people see others living what seems like a glamorous, easy life. I say this often. The act of streaming is actually the easiest part of my job. I understand that people not in my shoes will not understand what work goes on when the cameras turn off. That's when the real make or break stuff happens. The reality is, most people simply do not have the drive and self-discipline to do what this job requires. I know that I have earned this position, and it's not important for others outside my personal life to acknowledge that effort. After interviewing Dish, I received a lot of insightful views on what types of problems content creators face when the cameras are off, and I hope that you did as well. I want to give special thanks to Dish for giving me this opportunity to ask her some questions on this very important topic that seems very prevalent in today's society. Given how the number of content creators skyrocketed during the past 2 years due to the pandemic, a lot of people seem to have a lot of negative judgment towards content creators. And I hope that this video, even if it's just a tenth of a percentage, lightens the stereotypes surrounding content creators.